When you're feeling stuck, it's miserable. And I'm going to show you a technique from IFS, Internal Family Systems, to help you shift your energy and be willing to see things differently. Because often it's that inner shift inside of us that opens us up to new possibility. And when you're stuck, there's no room to move. It's a really frustrating place to be. And eventually we get to a place where we'll say, ugh, there has to be a better way than what I'm doing. But sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get to that place. And then once we do, there may be a part of you that emerges that says, I don't want to see this differently. That's not going to work. That's a stupid idea. And is sort of resistant. And I used to work with teenagers a while ago. And one thing that I found is sometimes they blow into my office just so angry and frustrated. And a big part of your teenage years, as you probably remember, is a fear of embarrassment and shame, whether it's a teacher or a peer or a classmate. And sometimes I would just listen to their story and say, oh, with complete compassion, oh, that sounds so humiliating. And they would be so vindicated. Yes. And in that moment of me meeting them with compassion, not trying to be an adult and tell them what to do, blah, 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 just seeing them, hearing them, and offering this compassion, the shift would happen. They'd be more willing to look within and see, could I have done something differently? Did I play a role in what happened? A lot of times that's not the case. But just being willing to shift happened by being seen and heard and met with compassion. And you know what? We're all exactly like that, no matter how old we are or how spiritual and wise we think we are. So in the Course in Miracles, there's a passage from lesson 250 that says, in peace I was created, and in peace I remain. And it is not given to me to change myself, self with a capital S. And there is this presence inside of you that has peace, well-being, equanimity, curiosity, and compassion. And this is the part of you that we want to help meet this part of you that's stuck or arguing for why things couldn't possibly shift. Okay, so let's practice. All right, I think it helps first to kind of sketch out what part of you is stuck and frustrated, what's going on, and then and resistant to seeing things differently. And then after you've done that, just close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, okay? And then see if you can notice this part of you that has been labeled resistant or unwilling with some curiosity. Like, I wonder why it's resistant. There's probably a good reason, and it probably thinks it's being helpful. A lot of times an unwillingness to see things differently is because it's dangerous to hope. So just dialogue with that part a little bit and ask it, what does it need? A lot of times it just wants support. So see if you can, however you can imagine this, extend compassion to this part of you that is stuck and let it know it's not alone. And there's this older, wiser presence that wants to help it and can help it. Because your true self is the part of you connected to the source of all creation. It has enormous resources if it's invited in and doesn't get pushed out by parts of us. So play with that a little bit, practice. I'd love to hear what that was like for you. If you weren't able to do it, that's totally fine and kind of normal in the beginning. And it may be another part of you that made it hard to receive support for some reason. So post in the comments if you have any questions, and please remember this. Some days you can radiate your light. Some days you just need to receive light. Wherever you are on your journey of being the light, you're always welcome to connect here at Delight the World for hope, healing, and illumination. And thanks for watching.